Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy, the Young What Ifer, and today I'm here with the last part of What If Caulifla was born in Universe 7 in part 6. So, we left off with the Buu Saga not happening because everyone is stronger and they defeated Bobby easier. And now we're gonna go into Dragon Ball Super. So we go 5 years into the future. Everyone is having fun, enjoying life, and today is a great day because it is Bulma's birthday party. Everyone, everyone is enjoying their little time. Then they turn to see the Sun family, which arrive late, and then Goku says, "Hey guys, where's the food?" Then Bulma says, "You oaf! You come to my birthday party, and the first thing you say is, 'Where's the food?' instead of 'Happy birthday, Bulma.'" Typical Saiyan. Typical Saiyan. Anyways, I'm happy you guys are here. Also, the food is over there, Goku. Everyone burst out laughing. And so, during this time, a lazy, grouchy purple cat decides it's time to wake up. And as soon as he wakes up, he says, "Whis, how long have I been sleeping?" Whis says, 39 years, my lord. Okay, well, Whis, do you know anything about a Super Saiyan God? I had a dream or prophecy about it. Well, my lord, you did make Frieza eradicate the Saiyans, but there are a couple of Saiyans living on Earth. Among these Saiyans on Earth lives the one that killed Frieza. What? There's still Saiyans alive, and Frieza is dead? Yes, my lord. Well, take me to Earth. After one, after one, after I eat. I want to see if any of those Saiyans know about Super Saiyan God. Okay, my lord. We'll be arriving in 20 minutes. On the way to Earth. And they go on their way to Earth. King Kai talks to all the Z fighters on Earth besides Goku. And he says, "Listen up, guys. The God of Destruction has woken up and is heading to Earth. His name is Beerus. He can erase a planet with a snap. Make sure to not anger him and do not let Goku fight him." Beerus and Whis then arrive and they all say, "Welcome, Lord Beerus." They bow in front of Whis. "Ho ho ho ho! For I am not Lord Beerus. He is Lord Beerus. I am Whis, his trainer and attendant." They all apologize and start treating him like royalty. Beerus, of course. Goku then says, "Yo, what's up, Lord Beerus? Would you like to..." Vegeta covers his mouth and says, "Sorry for letting this imbecile talk to you, Lord Beerus. Let me get rid of him." "Hey, Vegeta, what you do that for?" Vegeta says, "You're kinda... I know you're kinda stupid. I don't want... I don't want you to say anything dumb." Goku says, "Aww." And he starts to walk away with Vegeta and then says, "See ya!" And then he instant transmission to Beerus and he says, "What? What are you doing here?" "Well, I'm here. Well, I'm here waiting for looking for the arrival of a Super Saiyan God." "Well, I don't know anything about Super Saiyan God, but you seem pretty strong. Would you like to fight?" "Okay, I don't see why not." He stands up and says, "Hit me." Goku throws a punch, landing right on Beerus' face. Beerus doesn't move or even flinch. Goku says, "Okay, let me turn it up a notch." Goku goes Super Saiyan. Vegeta tried to stop Goku, but it was way too late. And he then starts running towards Beerus. And then Goku starts running towards Beerus, launching a flurry of punches and kicks. But they are all blocked easily. Goku then says, "Okay, try to handle this." He goes Super Saiyan 2. Once in Super Saiyan 2, Goku lands a punch, but is instantly pushed away. Goku says, "Alright, let me show you something you've never seen before." In Super Saiyan 2, he says, "Kaioken times 5!" And this is a little secret I hinted to earlier in part 5. The new power Goku get is Super Kaioken. And pretty much it just adds a times 5 multiplier to Super Saiyan 2 and gives the same amount of strain that Super Saiyan 3 does in the canon. And it's actually a little bit stronger than Super Saiyan 3, but he can only access times 5. Like, that's a drastic measure. Like, that's like, if he needs like 5 minutes of like pure strength and he just needs to go, it's his last resort, last ditch resort, pretty much. But yeah, he handles times 4 pretty well because we all know the Super Saiyan 3 multiplier is times 400. So yeah, he then zooms to Beerus, landing kick and then a flurry of punches. And this actually catches Beerus a little off guard because, I mean, going from an 100 times boost to like 400, 500 is just, you know, great. That is big. That can catch anyone off guard. Then he says, "Well, Saiyan, you were impressive. I see why you were able to defeat Frieza, but your power is no match for me." He then teleports right behind Goku and hits him with a flick to the neck that just puts him out of commission for the fight. Like he lost. He's done. Then he just sends him flying to freaking mountains, and everyone is left stunned. But then a woman with blue hair and an angry face walks up to Beerus and says, "Hey you, purple cat! Who do you think you are, coming here ruining my party?" She then delivers a powerful slap. Beerus then smirks and strikes down Bulma. Vegeta, seeing this, says, "Never touch my Bulma!" Obviously, he powers up for Saiyan 2 in rage. He starts going crazy on Beerus, landing punch after kick. Beerus, after getting caught off guard, and he says, "Impressive. But playtime is over," and he then chops him in the neck, putting him out of the fight as well. Seeing this, everyone starts rushing at Beerus, everyone, but all of them are defeated with ease. "Well, since nobody knows about the Super Saiyan God, I think I should destroy this planet." He raises his finger and starts powering up Blast. Gohan then yells, "Wait! I have an idea. We can ask Shenron." "Okay, Saiyan, let's see this idea of yours." They then ask Bulma to hand over the Dragon Balls, and she gives it to them, and they summon Shenron. They then ask Shenron about the Super Saiyan God. He then tells them the ritual about how to get it, and seeing Shenron, Goku decides it's time to teleport to the group. And after Shenron is done explaining the ritual, they talk about who should get the power. They decide to give it to the strongest. And then, so Goku, Vegeta, Goten, Trunks, and Caulifla make a circle and push their power into Gohan. Because in this time, Gohan did not slack off from his training, so he is actually the strongest in base form. But the strongest is Goku with his Super Saiyan 3 his Super Kaioken form, pretty much. That's what makes him stronger by a little bit. But yeah, pretty much Gohan is the strongest. They decide to give Gohan the energy, and his energy just becomes insensible to everyone but Beerus and Luis. He is surrounded by this majestic red and fiery aura. Goku then says, "Okay, Beerus, let's go." The fight goes just like canon, like in Goku vs. Beerus canon, but Beerus does have to use a little bit more power. So, because Gohan is stronger, and because Gohan is stronger than Goku in the canon and just stronger than Goku, which is stronger than the canon. So yeah, Beerus does have to use a little bit more energy this time. And then Beerus and Whis, after Beerus is satisfied, say their farewells. And a couple months pass, and we see the Sun family training with Piccolo. And then Gohan calls Caulifla saying, "Hey, make sure you guys come to the party. And by you guys, I mean make sure father comes." Caulifla says, "Sure, honey, we'll be there." So then the Sun family gets ready and goes to the party for Pan. Everyone is enjoying their time, and while eating, Bulma lets out, "That Vegeta has been off training for more than 6 months." Goku said, "What?" Caulifla says, why'd you not tell me, sis? Well, I'm sorry. I didn't think it would be that important, says Bulma. And Goku says, I want to go. Can you please contact Whis? And then Bulma says, lucky for you, Goku. Whis is coming by tomorrow. I will call Caulifla when it's time to come. Goku obviously is impatient and just starts asking Caulifla, is Whis here yet? Is Whis here yet? All day. And then finally Bulma calls Caulifla the next day and it says, and then Caulifla says, okay, Goku, let's go. And then it says, Goten, come on, hurry up, it's time to go. And they arrive at Capsule Corp, where Whis and Bulma are enjoying a meal. To keep Goku's impatient self away from Whis, Caulifla spars with Goku in the meantime while they enjoy their meal. Then Whis is finished, and it's time for them to go training. Caulifla says bye to Gohan, tells him to be safe with Auntie Bulma. So, Goten in Super actually develops a brotherly bond with Trunks because, yeah, he's left off um, with Bulma for the most part, because they're off-world training, and obviously they're not going to take Goten, and Caulifla is Bulma's sister in this, so yeah, he stays with Trunks and Bulma. And occasionally he does see Gohan, but Gohan might be a little busy. Wink, wink. Alright, so they then say their farewells to Goten and everyone, and then we says, alright, let's go. So, Caulifla and Goku both arrive at Beerus Road, and then Vegeta is shocked, and they then train the whole time, but the training is the same as canon, but with Caulifla added into it. So, this then leads into Resurrection F. So, Frieza men come down to Earth, and they wish back Frieza, but this time, they actually wish back King Cold as well. So, and once they're resurrected, Frieza and King Cold, Frieza and his father trained for around 4 to 6 months, just like in canon. And throughout this whole time, don't think Gohan hasn't been doing anything. He's been wanting to enhance his power because he always keeps up this training. But he wanted to train with Whis, but obviously he can't go out of the world because he has responsibilities here, has to take care of Pan, has his professor things because he's still a little nerd, a little scholar, but he does do a little bit more training. So he knew going with Vegeta and them training on Beerus' planet would make him the strongest, but he couldn't go, so he decides to look to an alternative. So he heads up to the lookout and he reunites with his little buddy, little childhood friend in Dende. They catch up and everything, talk about what's going on, and he then asks Dende, hey, can you contact Supreme Kai for me? And the Supreme Kai arrives at Earth at the lookout, and then Gohan asks Shin to train him. Shin agrees since, Gohan did play a big part in stopping Boo, so Gohan would go train with Whis. And not Whis, with Shin, and anytime he wants to come back to the Kai world or Earth, he just asks Shin to Kai him. And yeah, Gohan first starts training with the Z sword. At first, he struggles a little bit. After some time, he masters using the sword. And Shin, in one of the days of training, he decides to throw a catch-in block for Gohan to slice. He cuts the sword in half he cuts the catch-in block while also snapping the sword in half. And out the sword comes out a little man, and that man is Elder Kai. And after some time with consulting, after some convincing and explaining of how he was sealed, what happened to him, what he can do, Elder Kai decides to unblock Gohan's potential. So Gohan still gets his ultimate form, and he continues his training in his free time with the Kais. And in this time, Gohan spends his time mastering his ultimate form. He also works on another form, which I'll which you'll see in the future. So Frieza arrives to Earth with all his little men, his little people, and he is met by the Z fighters. The Z fighters deal with all of the little weaklings of Frieza's men, and this time Piccolo, when he's fighting Sasami, he actually doesn't need Gohan's help, but he just deals with him easily because in this version, Piccolo has Kaioken, so he is very strong. Which then leads to the big encounter of Frieza and Gohan. So, Frieza and Gohan duke it out, and King Cold decides, hey, let me stand back and enjoy the show. So Gohan and Frieza power up where they are almost equal, going blow to blow, but Gohan is still winning since he is a little bit stronger, and he starts landing more decisive and powerful blows than Frieza does. Gohan then says, Frieza, is that all you got? Frieza says, Are you are you trying to clown me, monkey? Behold this. Frieza then powers up into his golden form, and then Gohan says, That's more like it. That's and he then powers up into Super Saiyan God. And Gohan is just getting beat up because yeah, Super Saiyan God is not enough to contend with Golden Frieza. And Frieza's just toying with him at this point. Gohan then powers up to 100%, going Super Saiyan God Ultimate. And this power is like a Super Saiyan God Blue evolution. So it's like very powerful. So the fight is a little bit closer, but Frieza is still winning and still like beating up Gohan a little bit pretty bad. And then Frieza deciding to just take Earth and Gohan with it because he didn't expect Gohan to be this strong and actually somewhat contend with Frieza. He then says, This, this was fun, monkey, but it's time to end you. Your planet, and then your dad. Now die, monkey. The power ball comes down on Gohan. He is struggling hard to contain the death ball. He starts thinking about his family, his friends, the earth, everything, pushing all his power into that, doing all his might, and all this in his head, all this gives him a boost, which he goes into Super Saiyan Blue for a split second and disperses the attack, and then he passes out. As soon as Frieza sees Gohan knocked out, he's ready to go into a kill and charge up another attack. But then he hears, Hey Frieza, how have you been? Did hell treat you well? Obviously it's Vegeta. So Caulifla, Goku, and Vegeta have now just arrived with Beerus and Whis. Oh, if it isn't Vegeta. Father, you can come out now. And King Cole comes out. Hello, Prince Vegeta. Long time no see. What? You're alive too? Says Vegeta. But how? Well, Vegeta, it's simple. We were wished back by the Dragon Balls, and we regenerated with our advanced technology here in the Frieza Force. Well, okay. It's time to get rid of you two for good, says Vegeta. As much as I want to fight you, Frieza, I'll let you get your ass kicked by Goku, by Kakarot. So Cold, are you ready to go back to hell? Oh, such confidence, Vegeta. I always liked you. It's a shame I'll have to kill you. And Goku then says, We meet again, Frieza. Yes, you don't know how long I've been waiting to kill you, monkey. Oh, I know. But how? But now, but how weak you are right now, you wouldn't be able to beat me. I guess my little man Gohan really did a number to you, Frieza. Hey, Krillin, pass me a senzu. Krillin says, Take this, Goku. Thanks, Krillin. Here, Frieza, catch. Eat that. It'll restore your stamina. These fighters, including Gohan and Caulifla, are like, Are you crazy? I just want a good fight, guys. Typical Goku. Same thing he did with Cell. So Vegeta and King Cold decide to duke it out, and it's a pretty even encounter, but Vegeta still has a pretty good advantage. Seeing this, Cold decides he must land a powerful attack, So he just charges up his strongest attack while Vegeta is starting his Big Bang attack. Both at their max, Vegeta in blue, King Cold in his golden form. It's a great beam struggle, but Vegeta narrowly wins it, which obliterates King Cold. Vegeta's left exhausted and watches the Goku versus Frieza fight. And he says, "Hey Krillin, pass me a sensu, would you?" The fight with Frieza and Goku goes just like in canon, with it being relatively equal but Goku having an advantage. This leads to the infamous scene of Frieza basically defeated and then pew, beam shoots right through Goku's chest. This is obviously still shot by Sorbet. Caulifla see this and gets mad. It gets a rage boost and then powers up to blue and just rushes at Frieza and punches him through a whole bunch of mountain. She then teleports Goku near the Z fighters and hands him a sense. She then says, "It's okay, honey. Let me finish this." She then teleports to Frieza and starts beating the living crap out of him. She then powers up a Kamehameha and says, "Don't ever hurt me or my friends again. Now rot in hell forever." Frieza and King Cold are now defeated and everyone rejoices. And Goku and Caulifla then compliment Gohan on his newfound power, which is, amazing. You know, Super Saiyan God Ultimate is very powerful. And also, he did tap into Super Saiyan Blue for a brief second. So, some time passes, and while Caulifla and Goku and Vegeta are still training, they are met by Beerus' brother Champa. He tries Earth food and is in love with it. He then challenges Beerus to a battle of universes, and obviously Beerus accepts, and this is still for the Dragon Balls and who gets them. And the team this time consists of Caulifla, Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, and Monica still. They still need him to be that motivator for Goku, Caulifla, and all them. So everyone is busy with their life. So yeah, that's pretty much the team. And before the tournament, Goku and Caulifla train with each other, and Piccolo and Vegeta actually train with each other. And this training is actually beneficial for everyone because bases are all their bases are pretty close to each other. Caulifla is obviously still a little stronger than Goku, and and Piccolo in base are pretty equal. So Goku goes up against Baton Botamo, defeating him just like in canon. He then goes up against Frost, which poisons Goku, and also in this time poisons Piccolo. But then when he poisons Piccolo, Frost is then exposed and defeated by Vegeta. Vegeta still faces Kaba and still mentors him. And then, obviously Vegeta then goes up against Magetta. The fight still goes as in canon with to Vegeta getting trapped out, but finding a way to beating him by insulting him. And then it's Vegeta versus Hit, and Vegeta gets wrecked by Hit. And then it's Caulifla's turn to step in. The fight plays out just like Hit and Goku fight in canon, with Caulifla going into Kaioken times 20 Super Saiyan Blue, which both her and Goku haven't trained a little bit on in the hyperbolic time chamber. And since Caulifla is stronger than everyone in this what if, Hit actually ends up losing by ring out this time. It's still close, but I think Caulifla will be able to edge it out. And yeah, this fight obviously had several spectators, but there was one special one watching. That is Zamasu watching on GodTube. And watching this, he decides to set his Zero Mortals plan in motion. So we then go to Trunks, who is fending off attacks from a shadow figure. The figure then shows itself, and it's a woman. Ooh. And that woman is Caulifla Black. She smirks as she starts tormenting everyone, killing the innocent, destroying buildings, literally tormenting Trunks. And as soon as Trunks is trying to get away, Caulifla sadly kills Bulma this time, and Trunks is barely able to escape to the past. When Trunks arrives, he's in horrible condition. He wakes up and sees Caulifla and attacks her immediately. But, obviously, Caulifla defends it easily. And he then apologizes to her when he realizes this is the wrong Caulifla. He's going to explain what has happened in his timeline. And then Caulifla Black appears. Caulifla and Caulifla Black then decide to fight it out. And just like Goku Black and Goku fight, Caulifla sort of beats up Black, and then Black is sucked back into the future. Beerus and Whis notice the time ring and still decide to travel to Universe 10 to see if anything's weird. Goku challenges Zamasu and says his energy feels similar to something he has sensed, which is obviously the fight of Caulifla and Caulifla Black. This then leads to the travel of Caulifla, Vegeta, and Goku with Trunks into the future. They then go challenge Black, but they figure out that Zamasu is actually the one behind all this madness. They all fight with Trunks and Vegeta, fighting Zamasu, while Black fights Caulifla and Goku. The evil forces are being defeated right now because the people are stronger, and it's pretty much a 2v1 on both sides. So Zamasu decides to act as a body shield for Black since he's obviously immortal, and this buys them enough time for them to instant transmit out of there and use their backup plan. They then fuse and return to the battlefield. They beat up everyone, forcing them to retreat, and they go back into the past. When all of them return to the past, they are beat up, and they then get fed senzu beans. And obviously, they explain everything to Beerus and Whis, so Beerus and Whis and Goku. Beerus and Whis head to Universe 10, and they obviously got Zamasu like later bot, but we all know this doesn't change anything because multiverse theory. So, yes. So they come back with the information of knowing that Zamasu is immortal, and they need to find a way to defeat him. And while talking with Piccolo, they remember the Mafuba. So Goku and Trunks consult Piccolo to learn the Mafuba, or the evil containment wave. And this time around, the seal is not forgotten because Caulifla reminds Goku to not forget the container and seal. So Caulifla, Goku, Vegeta, Trunks, all go back into the time machine, rush at Fuse Zamasu. And he's actually kind of getting challenged here. A little bit, because it's 3 Super Saiyan Blues, so it's kind of a challenge for him, but he's still, beating them up. And they really aren't standing any chance, and then this is when Supreme Kai and Gowasu arrive, and then they hand Goku and Vegeta the Patara earrings and explain fusion. Vegeta is hesitant, but reluctantly agrees because obviously they know their lives and the life of Future Trunks in his timeline is on their hands, and Vegito absolutely beats up Zamasu. Not, not even fair. But the immortal version of Zamasu is keeping the whole fusion alive. So then Trunks, when Zamasu is on the ground, pretty beat up, he decides to use the evil containment wave, which successfully traps Zamasu. But Trunks is struggling to keep the container closed because obviously Zamasu is strong. He is fighting. He is fighting to get out. So then he's holding it as tightly as he can. Then he hands it to Goku, who also, he's keeping it tight. And then Goku decides to use his Zeno button, which brings future Zeno. And then, Goku introduces himself, explains the evil in the container, which is Zamasu. And then Zeno disposes of Zamasu, just deleting the container and Zamasu in it. And this leads to two Zenos still being a thing. And the two Zenos meet when Goku goes to Zeno because he gives future Zeno, as the friend that he promised. And in this visit, they then decide to host a tournament of power finally. But they first decide to hold an exhibition match so Future Zeno can see a fight. And it's between Universe 9 and 7. Caulifla, Goku, and Gohan go to the exhibition, and Gohan decides to go first because he wants to show off his skills. Caulifla's to go, but he doesn't go first. Caulifla is the strongest, so he just want to get her, show everybody that she's the boss, and she obviously beats Basile easily. Gohan then faces Lavender, and he beats Lavender much easier, but he still gets a little bit poisoned, so yeah. Which then leads to the final fight of Bergamo versus Goku, which goes just like canon. Toppo still challenges Goku, and this time Goku actually does better and doesn't get pretty much almost choked out. This then leaves with the announcement of the Tournament of Power. Goku is now left with the task of recruiting the members for the tournament, and the team is the same, it's just Frieza is obviously replaced by Caulifla. And this time, Caulifla decides to train with Gohan, and Piccolo, while Vegeta and Goku train. Everyone else does the same thing in canon, like all their training and everything. Everything is just the same. And when it comes to the Tournament of Power, everything plays out just like canon, with slight changes. Caulifla still eliminates as many people as Frieza does, but without being as cruel. So, obviously, the fake alliance between Frost and Frieza never happens. It's Caulifla, and Caulifla just eliminates Frost. And then this still leads to Goku challenging Jiren, which gives Goku Ultra Instinct Omen. And yeah, once Goku gets injured and passes out and is out of commission after using up the Ultra Instinct Omen power, Caulifla's the one that lends Goku power. And yeah, Goku still meets two pairs of female Saiyans from Universe 6, but this time he's met by Kale and Kyabetsu. Kyabetsu is this eager girl just like Caulifla to fight and learn from Goku. And while they're fighting, Kale gets angry and jealous, and she goes berserk, absolutely crushing everyone in her path and dragging Goku's face through the whole arena, but she is stopped by Jiren. And then with guidance and doing a little bit more fighting and sort of training with Goku, she learns how to control her power, and her and Kyabetsu fight together. Kyabetsu now in Super Saiyan 2. They decide to double team Goku, and they push him to Super Saiyan God. And then in Super Saiyan God, Goku starts beating them up, and as a last-ditch effort, the two female Saiyans pull out Potara earrings and fuse into Ketsu. Goku then goes into Super Saiyan Blue, but doesn't stand a chance. And then he starts feeling a push, and once again he goes into Ultra Instinct Omen. He defeats Ketsu and exits out of UI with the infamous, beautiful Kamehameha, but is left exhausted and then has to be protected by 17 and 18. They obviously defeat Universe 2 and everyone. Piccolo and Gohan still defeat the Namekians, and much easier. But sadly, because of the invisible guy and the sniper person, Piccolo is still eliminated. Caulifla and Gohan team up on Dispo, easily defeating him because they just overpower him. Toppo still challenges Vegeta, and this is still a close fight. Them going blow to blow. Toppo manages to put Vegeta into a tough position, choking him, almost getting him out, throwing him out of the arena, and then on the verge of elimination, Vegeta starts remembering his family, his friends, his life, his universe, and he goes into Super Saiyan Blue Evolution and then recovers to defeat Toppo, which now leaves Android 17, Goku, Caulifla, Vegeta, Gohan, all against Jiren, and they all power up to max, attacking Jiren all in once. Gohan, Super Saiyan Blue, Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20 with Caulifla, Vegeta, in Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. Everyone's just rushing at Jiren while Android 17 is providing support. And then Goku is almost knocked out, but an injured Vegeta decides to sacrifice himself and his power. And the next one to go is Gohan, who gets sucker punched out of the arena by Jiren. Caulifla is almost sent out too, but is saved by Android 17. And all three of them keep going at it. All injured though, they are just not having a fun time against Jiren, but they are trying their best, the three of them. Then Goku is almost about to be eliminated, and once again, feeling this push, he taps into UI once more. And then, yes, this means it's them with Caulifla and Android 18. They attack Jiren together, and Jiren gets pissed at this power of love and friendship, and then he goes into his max out of control power, or I don't know what his absolute power, whatever, ultimate Jiren, whatever you want to call him. And he starts beating up all of them, and while on the ground and about to be eliminated once again, Goku starts thinking about Gohan, Caulifla, his friends, his universe, and most importantly, what Vegeta said when he sacrificed himself of, win this, Goku. Keep going. And this is enough to finally get Goku into Master Ultra Instinct, which leaves everyone shocked and overreacting. And then this means Goku starts destroying Jiren, and Jiren is just on the floor, injured. And Goku takes his time to say his piece to Jiren, which was a mistake because he then is hit with the body toll of Ultra Instinct, and he's not able to eliminate Jiren. So this means it's now Caulifla and Android 17 left to do their best to hold off Jiren while Goku recovers. After some time, Goku does recover, so they all three of them fight. Jiren is weakened by Master Ultra Goku, so then Caulifla and Goku power up and hit Jiren with the Saiyan Love wife husband combo, and they both nudge Jiren and sacrifice. All three of them sacrifice themselves. Well, Goku and Caulifla sacrifice themselves to take out Jiren with them. So they eliminate themselves with Jiren, which leaves only Android 17 in the tournament. So Android 17 is left there. He completes Goku's wish of restoring all the universes. And yeah, that's the end of this What If. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm not covering the Moro arc because, one, I don't read the manga. Please don't roast me. I just don't read mangas because I just want to see the anime. Don't want anything spoiled. I just want to see the animes when they come out. And two, it's not even done yet. So even if I wanted to read the manga or do some research, I can't really talk about it if it's not done. So yeah, that concludes this What If. The next one I will be posting is What If Master Roshi trained Goku, I think is what I'm setting on, because that should be interesting because this leads to obviously a more powered up Goku, and maybe it does do some changes, and we'll see what happens with that. But for now, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Please leave any comments of critiques, how much you enjoyed this What If. If you did enjoy this What If, what I could have changed, any What If ideas, pretty much anything, please just drop a comment. And please subscribe if you haven't, of course. Check out the playlist that I have of all the parts if you haven't seen any of them. And yeah, please turn on post notifications, like, comment, subscribe. And that's it for me. Alright, peace.